Om Sri Sai Ram. Offering my most humble pranams at the divine lotus feet of Bhagavan. Brothers and sisters, welcome you all to this third session of the series of talks, The Golden Path to Sai. Brothers and sisters, when we met last week, we had discussed about the aspects of Swami and Sai, the physical and the spiritual aspects. And I had told you that we will be discussing the various aspects of how to reach Bhagavan, Sai, who is the indweller. Now, for this, Swami has prescribed sadhana as the inward path. And we had also shared that we will be discussing these concepts, these spiritual concepts, in three aspects. One is what, why, and how. So, let us today discuss about what is sadhana, why should sadhana be performed, and how should sadhana be offered. Now, Swami has given very beautiful definitions of sadhana. Normally, when we say sadhana, it immediately means that it is spiritual practices. Sadhana means spiritual practices or spiritual exercises to reach God. This is the normal notion which we have, which is not wrong. But Swami goes one or two steps deeper and gives the correct definition of what sadhana is all about. Sadhana, in fact, Swami has given three specific dimensions to this word sadhana. Swami says the word sadhana has got two aspects. One is sa and dhana. Sa means closeness, proximity to the divine is called as sadhana. The word sa means proximity or closeness. So it is not only the physical closeness, it is also dearness. Both dearness and nearness to Sai. The second aspect is dhana. Dhana means it is not just worldly wealth, but spiritual wealth. The spiritual wealth is called as dhana. So one definition is sadhana is the spiritual wealth and going in close proximity to Swami. This is the first definition which Swami has given. The second definition which Swami gives is that he says sadhana normally means japa, meditation, doing bhajans or going for Nagar Sankirtan is all considered as sadhana. Swami says just not this. It means to follow Swami's command. So sadhana involves just not doing mechanically japam or meditation or bhajans in the normal mechanical way without realizing its significance and implications or the methodology to do it. He says following the command of Bhagavan is sadhana. The third aspect on what is sadhana, Swami says to transform bad into good is sadhana. We have negative qualities. So, through the process of sadhana, the objective of sadhana is to transform bad to good. That is sadhana. So, Swami, in various discourses, way back in 1991 and 1996, talking to students, he has said that sadhana is a three-pronged meaning Bhagavan has given to the word sadhana. Now, we have understood what sadhana is all about. Yes. Why should we do sadhana? What is the purpose? What is the objective of doing sadhana? What is the benefit we get? Swami gives a very beautiful example in 1996 discourse, addressing the students. Swami says, for example, in this hot summer, we are in the midst of summer, the May month heat. We would like to blow closer to air conditioners so that we get the benefit of coolness. Simple example like this. Swami says, so to get the grace of Swami, we should go closer to God. When we go closer to God, just like we receive the coolness of the air conditioner, we develop divine qualities, brothers and sisters. We develop divine qualities when we go closer to God. Just like we go closer to air conditioners, we go closer to God, meaning not only physical aspect, but also the nearness and dearness, both. So, what is the gain? We start developing divine qualities. So, slowly over a process of time, we shed our animalistic and bestial qualities and develop divine qualities. That is why we should do sadhana. The second point, why we should do sadhana, is that it gives a methodical pursuit, methodical spiritual pursuit. Like all of you must be aware that Swami has prescribed the 9-point code of conduct as a prescription for all the devotees who come into his fold. And this 9-point code of conduct is a very comprehensive one-stop shop for spiritual evolution, brothers and sisters. Now, 9-point code of conduct has got all the aspects to the answer why we should do sadhana. Like, it starts with karma marga, goes on to bhakti marga, and also to jnana marga. All the three margas are intertwined in this 9-point code of conduct. We may not be able to discuss each point, but over the course of this series of talks, we will be covering the various aspects which has been mentioned in the 9-point code of conduct. It has got daily meditation and prayer. They have got their own significance and importance, and also the benefits. We will be discussing about that. We will be discussing about the aspect of service activities, how service activities can be done, and various other points which have been discussed in the 9-point code of conduct. So now we have understood what is sadhana. We have also understood why we should do sadhana. Now the most important is, how should we do sadhana? That is the most important dimension where most of the devotees falter. Because we interact with various devotees of God. They are in the spiritual path, but they are not getting good satisfaction. They are not getting the happiness what they envisaged when they took up this sadhana. What is the reason for this? Let us try to understand and try to go deeper and try to find out what Swami wants to convey in this aspect as how we should do sadhana. Once, a group of devotees were called by Swami to his interview room, They were all long-standing devotees for generations. Swami asked them a very pertinent question. మీరు ఎన్ని రోజులు భక్తులుగానే ఉంటారు? ఎప్పుడు సాధకరాయేది? What it means is, Swami asked this in Telugu. He says, how long will we just devotees? When will you become sadhakas? So, is there a difference between a devotee and a sadhaka? Yes. Devotee is just having faith in Swami. So, devotee may not be doing sadhana, but a devotee is just a devotee. For example, he may come to a samiti, attend bhajans, take vibhuti and go back to his home. He doesn't go beyond that. For him, bhajans is just ensuring that he passes some time in peace. He has got faith in Swami. This is a devotee. But who is a sadhaka? A sadhaka is one who does sadhana. Who is a devotee? A devotee is one who has got devotion. He may or may not do sadhana. So a devotee or a bhakta has got bhakti or devotion. That's all. But a sadhaka is a person who not only has devotion, not only has bhakti, but he also does sadhana. There are two aspects, brothers and sisters. Now, a devotee has got devotion. Sadhaka does sadhana. What Swami wants? What Swami wants is not devotion. What Swami wants is transformation. He says, devotion vastundi potundi, but transformation is what I am looking for. ఇన్ని రోజులు మీరు భక్తులుగా ఉంటారు, కానీ మీలో ఏ మార్పు జరిగింది? వాట్ చేంజ్ హ్యావ్ యూ బ్రాట్ అవుట్ ఫర్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్? దట్ చేంజ్ కెన్ హ్యాపెన్ when we focus on transformation and when we do sadhana. So why sadhana? To travel from a level of a devotee to a sadhaka. Devotion, devotee. Sadhana, sadhaka. So what will happen is devotion to transformation. What Swami wants is just not devotion, because everybody acts like a devotee. Andaru bhaktulagare kanipistunnaru, Swami says. Everybody is looking like a devotee. Everybody has got an image of a devotee. But unless that is what Swami is not looking at that. Swami is looking at a deeper transformation in us, and that can happen only through sadhana. So we become, from a devotee, we become sadhaka. Okay. How sadhaka should perform sadhana? Now this is a very, very important dimension, brothers and sisters, which Swami has emphasized in two specific discourses continuously during summer course to the students. Now what he says, sadhana is the final act. Before going to sadhana, there are two more steps. One is prarthana, the second is bhavamu, and the third is sadhana. Prarthana, bhavamu, sadhana. There are three steps. Sadhana is the final act. We are discussing about sadhana and how to perform sadhana. First of all, what we do through our body is prarthana. Prarthana is concerned with body. Bhavamu is concerned with the mind. Sadhana is concerned with the self or the Atma. So, what all we do, we either do with body-mind complex, and we feel satisfied that we have done sadhana. One of the discourses Swami says, he appeals to devotees and he says that you're all doing sadhana, but మీరందరూ మనసుతో చేస్తున్నారు. You are all doing only at the mind, with the mind level, with the mind as the focus. You are not doing from the self aspect. What does it mean? Supposing I am singing a bhajan, I only focus on the raga of the bhajan, the tune of the bhajan, the notes of the bhajan, and possibly the knurlings and the note I can reach in a bhajan. Beyond that, do we appreciate the meaning of the bhajan? Seldom. Because we are only concerned about the talam and the ragam, which means that we are following the aspects of raga and bhava. Now here Swami says prarthana bhavamu sadhana. Prarthana, what we do with body. What we do is with mind is bhavamu. We should not confine ourselves to this. When we keep on doing prarthana with body, when we do bhavamu with mind, we evolve to a stage where we reach a stage of sadhana. So sadhana is connected to heart. Every act of ours, we need to do that. That is why Swami keeps saying, low drishti penchukondi, low drishti penchukondi. Low drishti means it is nothing to do with high and low. Low drishti penchukondi meaning lopata drishti, inner vision. The inner vision is very, very important. What we do with body and mind is outside. How we connect to God is very important. He is residing in our hearts. We need to connect with Him inside our hearts. The connect to Him inside is sadhana, says Swami. But what we do as prayer, prarthana and bhavamu, we think that we have connected with Him. No. That is why we are not happy even in a spiritual organization, brothers and sisters. Why are some people are not happy even in a spiritual organization is mainly because we are operating every sadhana aspect with body-mind complex. We should go beyond that and reach the level of sadhana. So sadhana is the third dimension which is more connected to the heart. So what is sadhana? We have seen. Why sadhana and how should sadhana be offered to Bhagavan? It should reach Him inside. It should connect with Him inside because He is inside. Sai is inside. This is the golden path to Sai. So this is the discussion on sadhana. Next week we shall discuss about the other aspects sadhana as told by Swami. Please stay tuned. I offer this presentation at the divine lotus feet of Sai. Jai Sai Ram.